Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain standing for the presentations of the colors, the singing of the national anthem by the South Brunswick Bellas, and the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance by South Brunswick High School senior Camila Sarmento.
Forward, march. March on, march. Left, face. Present, arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? The brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good evening, and welcome to the Brunswick County Mid-Year Graduation Ceremony. I'm Jonathan Pascal, your Assistant Superintendent, and I am honored to be standing before you today to celebrate our amazing graduates. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our honored guest, our Sheriff Brian Chisholm, our members of the board. With us today we have Steve Gainey, our Deputy Superintendent, Molly White, your principals, Ms. Absher, Mr. Dalton, Mr. Hodges, and Dr. Rollison. Welcome to our faculty, our staff, our families, and our friends. But now, please join me in welcoming the class of 2024. Tonight we gather to celebrate an end, but it's not just an end, it's a very important beginning. Each of our graduates have shown remarkable dedication and resilience in reaching this milestone, and this is only the beginning of a very unique journey for each of you. Your achievements are a testament to your hard work and unwavering support of those behind you. If you will, graduates, please take a moment and give a round of applause to your support, those who are here with you and those who may not have been able to make it. I also want to take a moment to extend a particular word of thanks to our dedicated staff and faculty, also all of our counselors and admin who did make this event happen tonight. Those at South Brunswick High School who organized this event, we do rotate through, but I want to thank you, Mr. Hodges, and your team for making this happen, along with the leadership of Mr. Jared Walls. Additionally, I bring greetings and congratulations from our new superintendent, Mr. Cole. He says, I regret not being able to join you tonight, but I had prior family arrangements. However, I want to convey my pride in each and every one of you. Your success reflects a strong learning community we have cultivated here in Brunswick County Schools. Graduates, as you stand on the threshold of a new beginning, remember that your education is just a dress rehearsal. I know it did not always feel that way, but we hope the values and knowledge that you have gained will serve as a compass in your next steps. To the families, thank you for entrusting us with your children throughout these years. I don't say that lightly. As a former principal at West Brunswick as well, and along with our team here in Brunswick County, we truly cannot say that enough. We appreciate you entrusting us with their education, but also their future in the partnership that we've had throughout these years. And to our graduates, as you step forward into what is next, know that you carry the strength and wisdom of your experiences here, not only with your faculty, but with one another. We know that you're well equipped for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. We're very proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations, class of 2024. Here's to an amazing future for each and every one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor now to introduce tonight's commencement speaker. Several of you may know him. This is Sheriff Brian Chisholm. Sheriff Chisholm began his law enforcement career in 2004 with the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office. Over the course of those 18 years, Sheriff Chisholm was afforded the opportunity to work in many divisions, beginning in the patrol unit. He later served in specialized units such as the K-9 unit and a special operations unit that focused on street-level drug interdiction. As his career progressed, Sheriff Chisholm was promoted through the supervisory ranks and in time to command staff level. In those roles, Sheriff Chisholm oversaw school resource officers, civil process and warrants, criminal investigations, narcotics, animal protective services, and 911 communications. In August 2022, Sheriff Chisholm was promoted to Chief Deputy, the highest rank to which one can be appointed in the Sheriff's Office. In this role, Sheriff Chisholm was responsible for the overall operations of the Sheriff's Office, to include the Sheriff's Office's budget. Over the course of his career, Sheriff Chisholm has worked in or supervised every division of the Sheriff's Office. During Sheriff Chisholm's career, he has earned numerous awards and certifications, including the North Carolina Sheriff's Education and Training Standards Commission Basic Law Enforcement Certification, Intermediate Law Enforcement Certification, and Advanced Law Enforcement Certification. He completed the Leadership Trilogy training, which includes Supervisor Leadership, Command Institute, and Executive Leadership through the FBI's Law Enforcement Executive Development Association. Sheriff Chisholm also received many internal commendations, to include Supervisor of the Year, the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office Life-Saving Medal, Humanitarian Service Medal, and Achievement Medal. In June 2023, Sheriff Chisholm was appointed to serve on both the Activities Committee and Sergeant at Arms Committee with the North Carolina Sheriff's Association. Sheriff Chisholm also became a member of the National Sheriff's Association in October of 2023. Sheriff Chisholm is a Brunswick County native and a graduate of South Brunswick High School. Please join me in a warm welcome for our guest speaker, Sheriff Brian Chisholm.
So I was told I had 30 minutes. Trust me, that's a joke. I want to do something first, if it's okay. I was very moved by that rendition of the national anthem, and I appreciate that and the JROTC for what they did. Real quick, if you are a veteran of any of our military branches, will you please stand? Thank you for your service. So I was asked to come up here, and I've never done a commencement speech before, so I'm winging it. I have gotten used to speaking in front of large crowds, and we do our agency meetings here sometimes, but I would much prefer to do it in the courtroom at the courthouse, because this is very intimidating, being up here with the lights in your face and you guys down in the crowd and up on the stage. So I apologize if I seem a little nervous. I hope it won't show. There was a lot of things that I thought about when I was contemplating what I was going to talk to you guys about tonight, because I was asked to give you something, the graduates, to take home that you could use in your career moving forward in the rest of your life. And while I didn't really understand my purpose until I was about 24. So I started work at a young age at 14. I was washing dishes in a restaurant, moved to cook, and worked in the restaurant business for a little while. Then I did plumbing for 7 years, which is very, very hard work, and it is very rewarding, and we need people like that. But I don't want to go back and do that again. So we have something, and most of your agencies have this. We have what we call our core values. And we have 4 core values. It's very easy for me to remember because it's lids, like a hat, L-I-D-S. They are loyalty, integrity, dedication, and service. And that's what I'm going to talk to you for just a little bit tonight. I was told 5 minutes, and it's probably going to be about 5 minutes. Loyalty. The definition for loyalty: a strong feeling of support or allegiance. Stay loyal and committed to your profession. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your coworkers, no matter what profession you choose. At times, this can cause you to make a decision that is unpopular with others. Strive to be a leader, not a follower. Stay loyal to your family. Your family will be your biggest support system. In law enforcement, we cannot do what we do without our family and the support at home. And I would imagine that that's true in most professions, whatever you decide to do. So it is very important. I know that when I became a law enforcement officer, my wife became a law enforcement officer as well. So that was very key for me, and also my family, which I stay very close with. So remember the ones that are here today to support you, because they'll be there as you grow and you get into your profession. Integrity. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. Doing what is right when nobody's looking. That's usually what is said whenever you talk about integrity. Sometimes being honest with yourself or a coworker is not what you or they want to hear. Many times in my career, my actions were challenged by those trying to make me a better leader. Initially, my response was to defend myself and my actions. I learned over the years to really reflect and see ways I could improve. There was only one perfect person. Don't be afraid or too proud to use constructive criticism to your advantage. Be honest with yourself and follow through even when nobody is watching. Shortcuts lead to shortcuts, which lead to shortcuts. Give your profession 100%, and the rewards will come. There were many times when I had coworkers that would go through their career and ask for promotions. Let your work speak for yourself. You should never have to go and ask somebody for a raise or a promotion. If you do the work and you put the time in, those things will come. So, dedication. The quality of being dedicated or committed to a task or purpose. I learned a lot about dedication working in the canine division. Whenever you're working in a canine division, you have to spend a lot of time on your own. And it was many, many days and many nights that I was doing things with my dog that I wasn't getting paid for. But I knew that I had to do that to be successful when I was out there and be safe when I was working the streets with my canine. So that was very important to me, and it taught me a very valuable lesson. I am sure that some of you have not figured out what your purpose is, and that's okay. When you do, put your heart and soul into it. I'm not a military man, but I believe the Army says, be all that you can be. Stay dedicated and never sell yourself short. If you have dreams and goals, push hard to reach them. When you reach those goals, set new goals and strive to improve. To be the best you can be, you must never let yourself get stagnant. You guys have obviously shown dedication. Most of you are graduating early. That's why we're here. So I applaud you for that. Taking that initiative, using the dedication that you have inside you, and graduating early. The last thing I want to talk about, and the last core value, which is probably the most important to me and is what I really strive to ingrain in the deputies that I work with. They don't work for me, I work with them. And you'll hear me use the word coworker. They're not employees, they're coworkers. We're a team and we're a family at the sheriff's office. Service can be found in most professions, even when you're not at work. Remember your family, friends, and your community. Service to me is more of a lifestyle. You can help anyone at any time when the opportunity presents itself. Whether you do or not is totally up to you. My family's history, I come from a long line of military. My dad was in the Navy. His dad was in the Navy. My mom's dad was in the Army. In my immediate family, there's 5 kids, a lot of brothers and sisters. But out of those 5 kids, there was no black sheep. I'm very fortunate that I'm still close with all my family members. But there's 5 kids, and myself and the youngest brother were in law enforcement. My 2 other brothers both were in the Air Force. One, younger than me, he's already retired. So he did 24 years. And my sister, she works diligently with her husband at a plumbing company. She does the finances, the one I used to work for 7 years. And she also was the manager at Fort Pauls in Southport. But I come from a long line of service, and that's something I really hold dear to my heart. And I think that's what's gotten me where I am today, because I understand that. It took me until I was 24 years, like I told you, to understand my purpose, and I think that was to serve my community, and that's why I'm here today. I think I was led to do this. Somebody higher than me was telling me this is where I needed to be. I'm very thankful for that. And again, I'm very thankful for the family and support that I had. I want to finish by telling you that I went to a funeral today. And unfortunately, it's one of the parts of my job that I'm not fond of, but I do want to pay respects. And the funeral I went to, this was an 86-year-old woman. Herself and her husband both lived a long life of service. They were volunteers at the sheriff's office. Miss Fran was her name, Frances Carlson. She started in the military, then went to the private sector, worked for the government, and after retiring from a long career, she still had something to give. She came to the sheriff's office along with her husband and donated their time to help us serve the community and the public. It was very humbling to be at that service today and to hear the friends, and the family talk. And the one thing that was repeated over and over and over again from her family and her friends was service. If you take nothing from what I say tonight, please remember those core values: loyalty, integrity, dedication, and service. And again, you can find service in anything, and that will get you far in your career and in your life. You can't have a life of true service without loyalty, dedication, and integrity. And I'm going to say that again. You can't have a life of true service without loyalty, dedication, and integrity. I thank you. I thank the parents again and the family that were here to come and support you. Please don't ever forget that. I know because the sheriff's office is ingrained in the community, and we start at a very young age. We're in the elementary schools, we're in the middle schools, we're in the high schools. So you all have SROs. You guys are important to us, and we know that you guys are the future. I thank you again, and I wish you guys the best. If there's anything that the sheriff's office can ever do for you, you please reach out and let us know. Thank you very much.
It is my honor to introduce the class of 2024. Seniors, you have worked so hard to get to this stage. Congratulations. We will now begin the presentation of the diplomas. We ask that you please hold your applause until all graduate names have been called in order to ensure that all families may hear their graduates' names.
Graduates of the early college: Alyssa Lee Albertson. Christopher Philip Child. Robert William Latimer. Nicholas Burton Sleece. Elise Tani Williams. And now the graduates of North Brunswick. Livia Lynn Bedillion. Shamarian LaVar Brown. Brianna Trinity Crouch. Jennifer Nicole Eford. Molly Ray Gutierrez. Tala May Ham. Edie Dean Lord. Haya McKay Walter. And now the graduates of South Brunswick High School. Go Cougars. Emily Darlene Kaysen. Macy Ann Cullerfer. Nathan Thomas Ferguson. Paris Mary Evelyn Calista Lynn Heater. Aaliyah Marie Helton. Mackenzie Elizabeth Hyde. Wyatt Wesley Inman. Kanaya Renee Jacobs. Caitlin Michelle Long. Tyler Andrew McDonald. Morgan Abigail McGee. Jacob Lorraine Page. Randy Amir Williams. Chloe Lynn Smith. And now the graduates from West Brunswick. Addison Suzanne Carter. Alexandra Stephanie Chicas Marquez. Giovanni Alejandro Cyprian. Ashlyn Helene Darby. Gabriela Estrada. Jennifer Gomez Padilla. Michael Terrell Marlowe Knowlton. Autumn Rose Lewis. Aaron Thomas Long. Paige Nicole Ollie. Cadence Marie Prince. Allison Michelle Whitley. Zarias DeBron Williams.
All right, graduates, now the moment you have all been waiting for, the confirmation of degrees and the turning of the tassels. Not yet, not yet. Graduates, the tassels on the right symbolize your time as a student before graduation. When you move it to the other side, you are confirming your newfound graduate status. Please turn your tassels and leave them on the right at this time. And graduates, please stand. All right. By the power invested in me by the Brunswick County Board of Education, I hereby certify that the students before me have met all state and local requirements set forth by the state of North Carolina. Congratulations, graduates. Please turn your tassel. I am honored to present to you the 2024 Brunswick County graduates. Let's give them one more round of applause. At this time, if I could have everyone remain in their area, but please stand as we begin to recess. Thank you once again, everyone, and especially our graduates, for joining us in this celebration tonight. Once again, we will recess at this time, but one more congratulations to our graduates.